everybody, and welcome to today's newest indoor adventure in the Tomb of Annihilation, Part 17. Today is August 9th, 2020, and you are loved, and that is a very important thing that we like to remind each and every single one of our viewers at the beginning of each and every single one of these games, which, if this is your first time tuning in, you can go to youtube.com/indooradventures to catch up on all of the VODs that we have, of games that we have played since this channel got started, roughly around like 2-ish years ago now, 2.5, somewhere close in there, because it was like February of 2018, so it would be like 2.5-ish years. So you can go to YouTube, check that out, or you can go towards where anywhere audio casts are made available for free. You will find us there under the same moniker. And speaking of things that are being made available for free, if you go to patreon.com/indooradventures, you can find out where we have hosted our after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from the community, but also from each other. And also pinned there currently is an entry form into a contest where you could possibly win some sweet Tiamat merch, as well as enter into becoming a member or getting something named after you in our homebrew campaigns that are our Monday night show and our Thursday night show, the Tyrant Security Acquisitions Incorporated homebrew game. And if you like Tiamat merch, hey, guess what, buddy? I want to let you know we got face masks at indooradventure.redbubble.com. We also have t-shirts, posters, mugs. We have all sorts of stuff. But yeah, all you got to do is just go and check that out. And I believe that is it for my spiel. So, hey, RJ, who are you playing tonight?
Hey, everybody, I'm RJ, but today I'll be playing Wally, the Shifter Fighter Barbarian.
Hi, I'm LBHackEmUp. This isn't my house or my computer, and I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm playing RinRin, the vampire. Oh, I said it! Monk.
I fucking knew it! Hi, everybody. I'm Wings. I'm playing as Baz, the Drow Rogue Fighter.
And I am the Indoor Adventurer, and tonight I shall be playing as Teshvael de Falarin, Mark of Shadow, Paladin of Conquest.
And I'm Tyler. I'll be the DM tonight, and we'll start off with the recap. Last time, RinRin's, and the camera slowly zooms in on a terrifying-eyed RinRin while she's chained to the wall covered in blood. Anyway, the band is reunited, minus Azaka and Hassan. Regardless of what transpired with them, the focus is on solving the puzzles in the shrines to the trickster gods to obtain their cubes. Now, with 2 cubes down and 1 close at hand, sounds of distant fighting hint at more action to come in the Forbidden City. What puzzles, traps, or enemies still stand in the way, or even amongst them? Find out on the Indoor Adventurer presents The Tomb of Annihilation. Anyway, you guys just took down a froghemoth. And as it collapsed into this muddy pool, both Wally and RinRin were consumed by it and ripped their way out of its intestines. RinRin, you had just jumped across the pool and picked up a stone key since you spied it embedded in the statue in the middle of the pool. Behind you guys is the shrine to Kubazdan, the trickster god, who is represented by a froghemoth, and the door's locked gate stands in your way.
I hate trickster gods.
Is everyone all right?
Wally buries the hatchet right into the froghemoth's head and then kicks it real quick for good measure.
Is anybody injured?
Slightly.
I'm fine. Prize.
Baz, are you all right?
He pops out of the bushes. Remarkably fine.
All right, then. And Tesh will go over and... How injured is RinRin?
You cannot help me, Teshvael.
All right. And why would that be, RinRin? You said yourself you're awfully injured, aren't you?
I said I'll be alright.
And he, like, scrutinizing look for a brief second, and then just back to his regular smile. Just, if you insist. But just know I am here to help.
Sure, Teshvael, you're such a nice person.
I like to think so.
Orvix, who had been standing off to the side during the fight with the frog-behemoth, comes around the corner and looks at the mantle to the shrine of Kubazan, and reads the phrase etched above the gateway. It says, Kubazan urges us to tread without fear and to give back as much as we take. It appears this gate is locked.
I have a key.
Excellent. Well done.
Thank you. She like hands it forward, still covered in goop.
Yeah. he'll take the key from you, excitedly, because he's very into solving these puzzles, and sticks the stone key into the gate, and with a heaving click, the gate swings open. From the top of the stairs at the gate, steps descend to a ledge overlooking a pit of sharpened stakes. An alcove on the far wall holds a pedestal with a stone cube resting on it. A relief carved into the back of the alcove shows a monstrous frog with tentacles fighting a crane. Wooden beams radiate from the walls at floor height with 4-foot gaps between them. Carved frog heads extrude from the walls above the beams. So it's a pretty big room, but there is, other than the platform that is at the bottom of the stairs, there is no floor other than that platform and these beams sticking out from the walls all the way around. On the far side is this alcove with the stone cube.
Don't I stay here just in case anyone falls? And I'll just wait and make sure that you all make it over safely.
I mean, all we really need is the cube, isn't it?
Right? Exactly.
Wally just starts stretching to limber up. All right.
What is Tesh and Baz doing?
Does it?
I mean,
Does it-
just are you guys? There's not a lot of room in this on this staircase, so essentially it's just like the short staircase, a small like 10-foot ledge, and then no other floor in this building.
I see. Baz will stay towards the back of the group and stand on the staircase.
Okay.
Essentially.
RinRin, you're gonna stand back.
With RinRin? Yeah.
He's not necessarily happy about the situation, but it's the situation he finds himself in.
Right. She'll just kind of lean against the wall at the top of the stairs.
Pointedly does not look at her. In fact, probably even keep a lookout in the back. Make sure nobody comes up on us from behind.
In fact, I think Racket's going to help you keep a lookout and perch on top of this shrine. Tesh and Wally.
So there's a narrow bridge that leads to the puzzle cube?
There are so it's a rectangular room. There are wooden beams sticking out of the walls all the way around the room, but there is no floor. So kind of like a...
You know that scene from the first Batman movie where they're training on like the poles?
Oh, yeah.
Or like...
Gotcha.
Are the poles
like,
sticking out from the
yeah,
side?
they're sticking out from the side.
Okay, so it's like an Assassin's Creed. Where
Yeah,
you can, like,
that's what I was going to go with.
I'll start making my way.
Making your way downtown. All right, I am going to need you to make a... Hold on, there's a check. Acrobatics check.
Gotcha. 25.
Sweet. I need you to make 5 more.
All
as
right.
you jump from beam to beam.
18 and 8, 26. Another 25. That one's a 15. Something wanted to stop. 18. Dirty 20.
Cool, you're good. After standing on this ledge and limbering up a bit, you take off and jump from beam to beam. And as you step on each beam, as soon as your weight is lifted off of it, it sucks back into the wall. And so you keep good pace and make your way all the way around the side of the room and make it to the far side. But all the beams are retracted. Now the space between each they were like groups of beams, so now they're a little bit more distant from each other, at least on the side that you took. The other side is still normal. You are on the far side of the shrine, and there is a puzzle cube sitting on a pedestal.
Step without fear, and leave behind as much as you take.
It's the
You've
scene.
gotta Indiana Jones this shit.
Yeah, I was about to say Indiana Jones takes a small sack, covers it, fills it with dirt to the approximation of the cube.
Have you picked up any of the other cubes yet?
I know RinRin has one.
Mm-hmm. And I think Tesh grabbed the other one.
Tesh has the other one.
So guessing based on weight, how much do you think it weighs?
Maybe like 5-6 pounds.
How big is the cube?
They are about I think it's 3 inches by 3 inches. It's not that big.
But they're like metal, right?
They are made of stone.
So maybe like 4 or 5 pounds.
Okay.
You got this.
How far down? What's below? Spikes?
Yeah, spikes. It's a pit of spikes.
Stakes. Wooden stakes.
There are wooden stakes.
Oh, that's why. Okay, that's hilarious.
So you.
And one was like,
Yeah,
no,
don't
thank
think
you.
so.
Why is that?
Why is that? You fill up a bag with sand, about 4 or 5 pounds. You get ready and snatch and put down a bag. And as soon as you grab the cube, you're like, "Oh, that was way too much." And the surface of the pedestal depresses. And RinRin and Baz, since you're kind of standing at the gate, you can make a dexterity check as the gate begins to swing shut next to you. It's an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Acrobatics is a 19.
15.
Sweet. You both pass. Now you can choose to be inside or outside. That's up to you.
Berman's going outside. I'm sorry.
Baz is also going outside.
Okay.
Is Racket there?
Racket is on top of the shrine,
Okay.
keeping a lookout. And in fact, as the gate swings and slams shut, he'll look down towards Baz and ask what's going on. Meanwhile, inside, Tesh, Wally, and Orvex, you hear this stone pedestal depress a little bit. And the statues or the faces of frogs lining the room, their mouths unhinge and a gas begins billowing out into the room. I will need you all to, or the three of you, to make Constitution saving throws.
24.
Is Orvex within 10 feet of me?
Yes.
Okay, thank God.
Oh, he rolled really well too.
Wish I could say the same for myself. That's a 7.
Uh-oh.
Okay. You are going to take, at the start of your turn, in fact, I'm going to need the three of you to roll initiative.
The 15.
23.
23. And Orvex with a 19.
What's the gate made out of?
It is made of stone. So at the top of the round, as these mouths unhinge and begin belching poison into the room, Wally, you are on the far side of the room.
Okay, I'm still shifted, thankfully, because it's probably been like, because I can stay shifted for 10 minutes, I think.
Yeah, and you guys went right from fighting the froggy myth to this.
Sorry, I just want to double check something. No, it's 1 minute. Sorry. Okay.
Okay, you're probably on the tail end of it, if not already out of it.
I'll say we're out of it then.
Okay.
Gonna start making my way back as fast as I can.
Cool. It is 30 feet, pretty much around, or 35 feet. So it'd be 6 separate checks to jump on these beams.
Can I skip one to make it 30 even?
Yeah. I mean, you're a strong boy, so you can actually jump pretty far. Right?
Yeah. Well, I have 14 strength.
Okay. Cool. Then roll me 5 dex checks. And which way are you going? Or acrobatics checks?
I'm doing the other way, the
other
one
way.
that's on the wall.
Yeah.
So 20 for the first, 26, 22, 23, 26.
Nimble man sprint around the outside of this room and end up on the platform where Tesh and Orvex are.
Did that take up my action?
That took up your movement.
I'm gonna yell for RinRin and Baz to get back from the door.
Okay.
RinRin will grab Baz or like around the waist and like pull him back.
And I'm gonna use my barrage feature for my class.
Okay.
So it says against the door.
Okay.
The door needs to make a dex save 13 or take 3d10.
It's an object, so I don't think it can make a dex save.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't, so go ahead and roll damage.
24 points of piercing damage.
Okay. It is piercing, so it'd be normal. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw as a glyph of warding targets you.
Oh boy!
Actually, no, this targets everybody next to the door.
Thankfully, not near the door. Haven't gone yet. What happened when I failed the save, by the way?
At the beginning of your turn, you'll be taking
Some poison.
some poison damage.
Okay.
Out of land next to.
But you and Orvex are close enough to the door. RinRin pulled Baz away from the door.
What save was this?
Wisdom.
A wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Well, hey. That's a 23.
Okay.
Yay! Summerwise got a nat 20.
Yay! Orvex got a nat 1.
I got an 18. Thanks for the +4, bud.
Oh God.
Mine's just a +2.
Oh, so it's 16.
You're still good. Orvex got a nat 1, and you can see that he is posturing to run away. He has fallen under the effects of a fear spell. And that was your action to cast that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, on Orvex's turn, he's
gonna
going
run
he's
directly
take
into
the
the pit.
safest way to get as far away from this source of fear as possible. He has to make 6 acrobatics checks as he runs to the other side of the room.
Can I attack of opportunity him?
You can.
Oh,
to
thank
grab him
God.
if you want.
I mean, subdual damage is a thing, right?
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay. That is a 21 to hit the old man.
Yeah, you hit.
When I posted that GIF in Tomb,
It's only 5 damage.
Okay, 5 is not enough to down him.
But does he repeat the save if he gets injured?
Ooh, I don't know. Does fear spell?
Yeah,
Right.
if a creature is damaged while under frightened, I think they do a new save at the end of their
Creature.
Otherwise, I just hit an old man, and I'm still okay with it.
It does not look like
Whoops, that's fine.
you just stabbed an old man.
Just, we need you to stay here. Quit running.
in the
Alright.
Achilles tendon.
Sorry, I can do math real quick.
I might be old, but I'm not dead.
I'm not.
I'm not gonna die in here.
Not today. All right, so he needs to make 6 checks. DC 11. He's got a 2.
You can make it.
To his dex.
With the way that Tyler rolls, though.
He's still how far away from you till he stops getting a benefit?
10
It's
feet.
10 feet.
Okay, so the first one just barely passes because of that. The second one doesn't.
He doesn't get a benefit to skill checks. He just gets a benefit to saving throws.
Yep.
Well then, that's unfortunate for him, as he goes to jump onto the first pillar, and immediately misses it, falling into the pits below. I need to
This
make
guy's fucking dead.
He was the only one who knew how to read my sword. Damn, double damn.
Dex save to not take damage on
Amazing.
at the bottom, so he's 17. Sorry. Oh boy. NPCs, am I right, Stoners? You guys see from your perch up on this ledge him stumble face first, tumble over, and then slam to the ground, and a stake below pierces right through his side.
Is he
But
like
he's-
moaning?
Yeah, he's still alive.
Yeah.
Tash is all like, "You're not allowed to die. Lay on hands."
And he succeeded his saving throw, but he still has movement. He has to take the dash action, so he uses the rest of his movement after failing to jump, and then dashes to the other side of the spike pit and cowers in the corner. My God, it's the scariest thing I've ever seen. 13 poison damage. Tesh, what would you like to do?
I take 13.
Oh, the door also swings open.
Well, I lose my temp HP and I take a net total of 1. Tesh is gonna go over to the ledge of the spike pit now that the door is open. He's gonna pull out some rope. Just like
What happened?
Though the door is open, this because the staircase went down, this poison air is just kind of lingering in
that's
this room.
fine. I can't do anything with him if he's dead. Just get your act together, man. It was a door. Just get on the rope. We'll pull you up.
He's still frightened in the corner.
Ow. Oh boy.
Tesh, that was your action to drop the rope, right?
Yeah.
Or interact with objects.
Yeah. I'll get ready to like pull him up. You'll have something to really be afraid about if you don't get on this rope. Now come here.
There's so many of them.
Who? There's no one here but us.
He is inconsolable at the top of the round. Or do you take any other actions on your turn?
No.
All right. How many rounds are in 1 minute?
10.
10.
Okay. The poison is around for 10 rounds, so 1 round down. Wally.
I'm gonna pocket the cube and pull out a handkerchief and hand it to Teshvael.
Okay.
so he could wrap around his mouth.
I do need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
Sure.
Turns out my mask is incredibly effective.
17.
Okay, cool. You're fine.
Just pull him up. And I will like to rage
Okay.
and jump into the spike pit.
Yes. All right, go ahead and make me a dex save. It is 30 feet down to the bottom, so you do not gain the benefit of Tesh's ability.
Okay. 15.
Cool. You are fine as you take 14 bludgeoning damage from the fall.
7.
Nice. But you definitely avoid landing on any stakes.
Gonna use all 30 feet of my movement to get up to this dude and grapple him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it. He is feared. He's frightened, so he has disadvantage on checks.
Yeah, good luck. 25.
Cool. I don't think he could beat that if he got in that 20, and he rolled a 3 and a 4, so you just grab him.
Does the thing that cats do when you grab them by the nape and they just like just shrink up.
That is your action and movement. Any bonus action?
No, my bonus action was to rage.
Oh, okay, of course. Well, he just barely succeeds the Constitution saving throw, so he's not dead. He tries to break the grapple. Actually, he tries to run, which, well, he doesn't even need to because he isn't closer, so he does nothing. Tesh, I need you to make your Constitution saving throw.
And he repeats the fear save, right?
Right, because he can't see the door, but he's rolling incredibly awfully because that's a 5 on the dice.
Well, that, good sir, is that's a 10.
Okay. You take 13 poison damage as you stand there.
Yep.
Choking all that poison, bro.
Just like, Summerwise, get out of here.
Oh, Summerwise, as soon as the door opened, was like, out?
Yep. He and I have a swift plan that is save Summerwise. I can die for him. It's fine.
You're so noble.
Truly a gentleman and a scholar.
Outside, you guys see Summerwise fly out. Is there anything that you guys want to do to help, or are you just waiting outside?
Mostly just waiting. RinRin had yanked Baz back by his waist and like probably was preoccupied with what was going on down in there. But as an aside, he has reached for his short sword and he's just trembling with his hand on the hilt.
What is the matter, Basil? I'm sorry if I startled you.
He'll let go of the hilt and just pointedly ignore her and pay attention to what's going on inside.
Racket's like flagging you down, like, what's going on in there?
The door closed, and then it opened, and they're climbing out.
Do they need help?
Baz signs that it's a bit crowded in there. Also, there's poison. We're probably best served waiting until they come out.
He's going to alight down and cast aid on the three of you inside that he can see. So you gain 5 temp HP, all of you.
We already had aid from him.
From who?
From Racket, when we fought the
Oh,
Frog
yeah.
Behemoth.
Yeah, you still had that aid from a while ago. Lol. Well, now
Everyone
he
but
feels
RinRin
down.
had it.
Not even concentration. Well, he gives it to can't really see Orvex from here. Never mind. Tesh, sorry. Interrupted your turn for the people outside, but I'm assuming you're waiting to pull the rope up.
Yep. Looking for like some place to tie the rope to.
Yeah, there's the stone frog statue heads protruding from the walls, but other than that, there's the gate about 5 feet behind you.
Yeah, he'll like.
Actually, no, the gate's been knocked over, so.
Yeah, he'll like. Just stay there. It's fine.
This is fine.
Yeah, this is just like home.
So I'm assuming on Wally's turn, he's going to go to the rope, and on Tesh's saved action, he's going to pull the rope up.
Yeah.
Okay. So Wally, I need you to make another saving throw.
25. Oh, saving throw. Sorry. Con, right?
Yes, Con.
11.
Okay, that wasn't good enough. You take 16 poison damage. It's much worse down there. And you move to the rope, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And Tesh's saved action yanks you up. So you use 30 feet of your movement to get to the rope. Tesh pulls you up. You still have your action and bonus action.
I'm gonna maintain my grapple on this old dude just in case he bolts.
Okay. I mean, he is grappled by you.
Yeah, I think I have to maintain it though every round.
Nope. Unless they break out of it, you have them grappled.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll wait till it's
you
my
know
turn
what?
again.
You used up all your. You would have had to dash to get to the rope.
Yeah, there you go.
because you are dragged.
Grappled and it's half move.
Cool. Well, it's Orvek's turn, and he nat 20'd his saving throw from the Constitution, from the poison. I'm so proud of him. Now that he's close to the gate, though, he's going to try and break the grapple.
25.
For a nat 1. And he's also going to try and break the fear for a not success.
We are next to Tesh.
Oh,
Does the +2 help?
8, 10, 12. I believe it is a higher than that, a 15. No.
Woof.
Yes. Tesh.
Everybody's up. Just walk over, like.
Oh, also make your Constitution saving.
Yeah. Finally, that's a 22.
Cool. You're good.
Just Teshvael starts walking towards the door and like pats Orvex on the shoulder as he goes and sinks 20 lay on hands into this guy.
That takes him up to full hit points.
Just
Exactly.
feel better and we'll see you outside. And he just walks out.
Okay.
And then once he gets out in the sunlight, we got the cube.
Wally, did you hand the cube to Tesh?
I pocketed it.
Okay, cool. Awesome. So you have the cube pocketed. Tesh, you walk outside. Side note, it is not sunny out. It is very, very cloudy.
I walk out into the cloud. Just into the cloudy outside. And just, we got the puzzle.
And Wally, on your turn, I assume you walk out.
Double move. Action dash.
Where did it go?
I've
Get
got it.
out of here! My God!
If I cover his eyes,
I mean,
because he has to see the source of fear.
yeah, he has to see the source of fear, so every round he gets to try and save again, and eventually he gets a 19 on the dice, so he's fine.
So it
Anybody
went
got some,
smoothly
like-
then?
What?
So it went smoothly then?
Very smoothly. Anybody have water or like whiskey?
Oh, we have a lot of water. As much as you could possibly ever want. You just have to ask Racket for it.
How hurt are you, Wally?
50 out of 74.
Racket is going to sink a cure wounds into you. Tesh, you look fine, right?
I'm at 40 out of 54. I'm fine. Don't even worry about it.
I think he's used to just letting you heal yourself.
Yeah.
So Racket will fly on down, pop open the water alchemy jug, and pass it off to you. And as he passes off to you, gives you 11 points of healing.
Thanks, bud.
Thumbs up.
Wally will. Thank you.
And you're welcome.
That's the only thing I know in sign language.
he like responds in kind and is like, I didn't know you actually signed, and you have no idea what he says.
Just another thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Bass says he doesn't.
Get it.
So what now? We've got the cube.
Yeah, we got the cube.
Now what?
We could either try our luck attempting another one, although I am feeling rather battered at this point.
Maybe we camp out next to one of the other temples and see who goes in.
Alright. I can keep watch. I'm not feeling very tired. I didn't do a lot today.
Well, thank you,
got it.
RinRin.
You got 8 missed.
Yes, but it did not hurt me that much. I mean, look at me.
Just goopy.
All crusted now.
Ugh.
It's like mid-afternoon, like 3 or 4 in the afternoon at this point.
We could at least go to the next shrine. See if it's I doubt that there would be another one of those things, and he motions towards the frog hemoth, at another temple. So we could try our luck?
Pretty sure the
Depends on the
giants.
temple.
Sorry, what?
It depends on the temple.
What is the next one that is even close to us? Looking at the map, it's 4?
Yes, 4 is one that Baz has solved before, but he didn't see who it's to.
He will explain as much.
So Baz saw it or solved it?
He saw it.
Oh, okay.
He observed it.
We could
whilst
at
he was
least
scouting.
go and investigate.
Sure.
Got it.
Excellent. Sorry about that. I don't know what came over me.
Sometimes the fear takes a person and they cannot get back. It's okay.
And your lay on hands just enclosed the gap that he had in his side.
The stab wound I gave him as well.
Yeah.
It was nothing personal. I was trying to snap you out of it.
I see. Just a little less stabbing next time.
I make no promises, Orvax.
It'll take you a good 20 minutes to get over to Shigambi's, or I'll give it away what it is, but as you guys get closer to it, you guys have to approach from the north, and you know the obelisks are on the south side of this, or the everything that gives away what temple it is on the south side. And as you guys get over there, you get closer to the edge of this rift, and you can see the glowing of the lava hundreds of feet below, illuminated on the clouds overhead. And as you approach, the marching order that you guys have been doing has been like Tesh and Wally in the lead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Baz right behind.
Mm-hmm. And RinRin in the back with Orvex and Racket in the center.
Just all of the most vulnerable people.
As you get close, sorry, brain fart. Baz, there's not an indication around of any movement. You can hear, the movements of the jungle all around you, but not anything threatening. And then like that, your bow of warning alerts you to danger.
Baz crouches suddenly.
And as soon as you crouch, two Commodons have been creeping up on you and move to strike. So roll for initiative.
Comment.
Panthers with snake
Thump.
tails.
It's been 5 seconds since we were out of initiative.
Yeah, it's bam.
It's tough here,
Oh.
guys.
15.
15.
18.
22.
Ah.
Out of Wally and Tesh. Sorry, I don't have my notes with me. Who's faster?
Would be me.
Yep, it would definitely be you. Why do I even try?
And a Commodon is one of them. They're snake jaguars, right?
Snake Jaguar.
How many?
2.
Okay.
And babe, you remember when I showed you the 2 nat 20s that I rolled? That's their
Great.
initiative.
Fucking wonderful.
And then immediately after I rolled their stealth and it was a 19. So luckily you have your bow of warning.
This
At
is
the
true.
top of the round, they both go and they're going to try to put you all to sleep. So I need everyone to make Constitution saving throws.
Ooh, sugar snap peas, they do that,
Do
don't
I
they?
need to make a
It's-
Constitution saving throw?
Wait!
Is this magic?
Yeah, is this magic?
Is this magic?
Is
Says the elves.
I do not believe it's magic. I think it's natural.
I think this came up last time.
Yeah.
Nine.
Ha! Natural 20!
And RinRin, you don't need to sleep, but you can sleep.
Okay.
19.
Bwom, 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 bwom!
Oh,
did you also
Yeah!
Elf Bros!
Yeah! We don't need to sleep because Orvax is gonna die to these.
Speaking of which, Orbex just drops like a bag. of
Sack of
potatoes.
shit! God damn it!
You need to stop getting attached to things.
That was his first mistake.
I'm suddenly very sleepy.
There's so many of them.
I rolled a 3.
RinRin, you are knocked out as well.
Yay!
Racket wavers.
Oh, she
but
looks
he's still
so
on his feet.
peaceful. Let's just put this necklace on her.
I think, isn't the necklace broken?
Is it?
Did
are
anyone
some-
look at it?
Baz just pocketed it, so
Okay.
Oh, God.
RinRin, you're asleep. Baz.
Oh, hey, my name's Baz. And both these guys have already gone, which is not a happy time for Baz.
One on either side.
One on either side. Cool.
You're kind of in a tight alleyway, like 20 feet across, but it's overgrown with vegetation. You're lurking in like a storefront or some rubble.
However, we do have friends that are adjacent to them, correct?
No, they are 30 feet away. On both
30 feet
sides.
away, you say?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to target one with my longbow.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not bad. 23 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. That's going to be 9 piercing damage.
Sweet.
It's also magical.
Left or right?
I'll say left.
Okay. 9 piercing damage.
Is there any foliage around?
Yeah. I mean, this place is overgrown with foliage.
Cool. I'm going to scoot into the bushes and try to hide.
All right. I will allow it.
That is a 22.
Okay. they watch you scoot to some bushes, but they are also watching the rest of the party and lose sight of you.
Okay.
Wally.
Third and final rage of the day. Opening shot on one. Probably the one that Baz hit.
Okay, yep.
24.
24 hits.
It takes 11 points of piercing damage.
Ooh, all right.
And the Bunny Brigade comes out
Bunny Brigade is out.
and harasses it. Wally's going to use his 30 feet of movement to dash up to the one on the left. And he can't use bonus action because he already raged. Yeah, he's going to harass this one.
Cool. This is it. So you're going to the same one you just shot? Or
I'm going to the different one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're on the different one. Tesh.
Tesh is going to walk forward and just get right up in their business.
Okay.
And then he is going to channel divinity as he walks forward and try and make him scared.
Okay, cool. Are you walking towards anyone? There's splits.
I'll cast channel divinity and then we'll see.
Okay.
Because it's anyone within 30-foot range that I can do my ability to.
Yeah. What's the save?
The spell save is 13.
13 and...
Wisdom.
Wisdom, okay. Well, unfortunately, they both pass with a 17.
Well, I'm going to go up to the one on the right, and I'm just going to try and stab them. Or the one on the left. Tesh would go after the one on the left.
The one that Wally's next to, or the one that's already been hurt?
I'll do the one that's already hurt.
Okay, so that one's on the left.
Yeah. Or he just walks up there. He can't actually attack because he used his channel divinity. And then as a bonus action, I am out of spells. So, yeah, that's it. That's me.
Okay.
Fly, Summer Wise!
He takes off like a rocket. He does the thing.
He yells it in Draconic, so it sounds cool, but it is
Yeah.
just Fly, Summer Wise.
It's like Klingon.
All right.
That's how I picture Draconic.
I think Racket's going to try and protect. Sorry. So I think he readies an attack and bonus action because he's been downed by one of these things before. So he's readying an attack and bonus action because he can expend a spell slot to deal like a fuck ton of necrotic damage, which is what he's going to try and do if one of them comes at him. Orvex is snoozing like a baby. The one on the left has Tesh right there in front of it. And it don't like that. In fact, it likes to pounce. So it has a movement speed of not enough to do it. So I think it's just going to, it's not smart, it's going to attack you.
This is the one I marked, right?
Can certainly try.
Yep, the one you marked. So disadvantage. No, you're right. You marked it. And you're next to its mate. It's coming at you, buddy. So attack of opportunity from Tesh.
Sweet.
As it skirts past you.
23 to hit.
Hits.
That is going to be for 11 points of magical piercing.
Oof, owie, don't like that. All right, first comes the bite as it runs and pounces on you for a 16 to hit.
Misses. Duck.
So sorry, claw or whatever, and then snakes to also try to bite you for another 16. No bueno on that guy. The one next to you is going to try and hit you twice. $17 also doesn't hit, right?
It meets.
Meets. It's just going to do damage with its nicks. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
15.
15 is a success, so you'll take half of half. So you take. You're raging too, so.
It's
Well-
normal because I'm not a totem barbarian.
Oh, okay. So 3 piercing damage.
So down to 1.
Yep. And then on the poison, it is 20 halved twice is 5 poison damage.
Well, I have twice.
You've made the success, and he only matched your AC,
Ah, okay.
and that's totally in the rules, and I didn't just make that up on the spot. At the RinRin, you're asleep. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, I'm jamming to Hamilton with him.
Mm-hmm. Baz.
Baz is hidden away in some bushes. There is one that looks more injured. But the other one is the one that's marked, correct?
No, the one that's injured is marked.
The injured one is marked. Okay, so I'm going to attack the other one.
Okay.
I'm within 5, so.
Yep.
It's not bad. Oh, natural 20.
Aha!
Crit fishing! Woo! It finally worked. That's my first natural 20 with my elven accuracy.
Nice.
So this is a momentous occasion. I just want to kind of bask in it whilst I actually stall to get my damage out. All right, that's going to be 15 piercing damage with my arrow. And then for my sneak attack damage, it's going to be 20.
Oof. And this was against the one that wasn't hurt?
This is, yes.
Cool. Ouch. This one is hurt now.
Like, he sinks an arrow into, like, a really vital place, like, right in his neck, pins a snake to it.
Oh, yeah.
And then he's going to probably roll across the path that we were in into the other side where the bushes are and then hide there.
Dope. Roll it.
I will. Natural 20 for a 29.
Jesus. Nicely done.
Nice.
Walmorn.
I'm going to grapple the one in front of me.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It doesn't like that.
Yep.
Opposing strength check.
Yep. 23.
17. You grapple it.
Can I make an intimidation or animal handling check to try and scare these guys off? Wally has the axe underneath the commandant's throat and presses the gun barrel to its head.
Do you have proficiency in animal handling?
I have proficiency in animal handling because I'm a cowboy.
Because you are a cowboy. Roll it.
19.
All right. You are an intimidating man. That's for sure.
Just a snarl.
And I cannot stress this enough. Ha.
All right. Tesh.
So Wally's trying to intimidate these things?
I mean, he's trying to intimidate one of them.
I'm gonna stab the other one. Fuck it.
All right.
Is this the one that's been shot by Baz?
They have both been shot by Baz.
All right,
now.
cool. That's in a 17 to hit.
Hits.
Cool, cool. 5 points of damage.
All right.
Oh my god, I'm such a dumbass. I forgot I have a second attack.
Well, this is the first time that you're
yeah.
actually attacking.
I know, but I just I straight up forgot until right now. That's a 23 to hit.
Yep.
And then 10 points.
10. All right.
Quick stab.
Cool. Racket, I think, is going to start by waking up Orvex and then go to wake up RinRin. But he uses his action to wake up Orvex. Next is, at the top of the round, the one that Tesh just stabbed, and the one that is not grappled. would are you going to let go if it pulls away from you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they both try and disengage and run to the south.
Does the one I've been attacking look really injured?
Oh yeah.
Attack of opportunity as it leaves.
Oh,
It's a disengage.
It's
Oh.
gonna disengage.
But okay, fine.
But they only get 30 feet south of you, and if you let the one that you were grappling go.
Yeah. If I see the first one start moving, then he'll let go of the other one.
Now they are moving towards the shrine that you guys are trying to go to. And that is their turn. RinRin, Racket will get to you, I promise. He's still wary though. Baz.
These things were stalking us.
Mm-hmm.
We have scared them away now, but Baz knows how predators work. It's like they're going to be bad news if we let them live. He's going to try and kill the one that Tesh was engaged with.
Okay. You have advantage because you.
Did the deep crows not teach you anything?
Nope. That's a 25 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. That is 6 piercing damage
Mm-hmm.
and 7 sneak attack damage.
It is still up.
Okay. I back further into the trees.
All right. Go ahead. Roll it.
26.
Cool. Wally.
He sighs. This is not how he wanted things to go. He'll take a pistol shot to basically flush them in the other direction.
Okay. You're trying to make another intimidation check.
Sure. Animal handling, if you want to give that to me.
Yeah, I'll give you animal handling.
That's a nat 20 for 24.
They don't change directions.
There's a fucking commodore. There are babies in there. There's fucking babies in there.
And as you think that to yourself, you see a cart at the back of this shrine that they are headed towards. It looks like a den.
Would he know where Baz is hiding, or do I have to make a perception check for that?
You'd have to make a perception check for that.
Probably
Although
can't
you-
beat that.
Yeah.
Just gonna shout at Baz. Mr. Baz, I respect your autonomy as a person, but please don't. Just fucking don't.
And that's the response you get. Tesh.
Tesh just watches these things run off. He looks over towards the sleeping Orvex, and the sleeping
Orvex is awake now.
Orvex is awake, and RinRin is still passed out.
Yeah, Racket's over top of RinRin now, about to wake her up.
Tesh will put a hand on Racket and says, maybe we should take this opportunity to clear some air while we can.
Since you had to move to attack them, he would be about 30 feet from you, so you have to use your movement to... Okay.
Definitely, going over and putting a stop to it. Just
he probably jumps a little when you grab him because he was faced the other way.
Yeah, it is just a hand onto his back, and then just let's not wake her up just yet.
Okay.
There are some things that we all need to discuss.
And he will actually nod.
And then he'll say in Elvish, just Baz, get over here.
There's a rustling, and he stands up. With his, he just kind of has his head down. He's got his bow slung over his shoulder. He doesn't look anybody in the eye.
Cool. Racket does not do anything. Orvex is waking up and taking kind of stock of the situation. And I think Racket actually like stops him before he goes to wake up RinRin as well. And he takes a look at both of you. Meanwhile, at the top of the round, these things get to their den. They turn around at the mouth of the den, and they are, haunched over. Their snakes are bristling, and they're watching you with wary eyes. RinRin, you are asleep, so we'll take that out of combat. You guys have like 9 minutes to discuss before RinRin wakes up.
That's fine. That should be enough time. Maybe, I don't know. And Tesh says, there's something that we found out about our compatriot RinRin, that if she is going to remind everyone that I have a cursed weapon, then I feel like it is my duty to inform all of you that our companion here is undead.
First of all, you have a cursed weapon. Interesting.
The
I
sword
understood.
that I'm having you translate, actually.
Isn't that going to be dangerous if I translate it for you?
No, it'll actually make it way better.
Also, did you say undead?
And Tesh nods. That's the one I want us to focus on currently. My sword we can deal with at a later point. But something has changed.
Something has changed within me.
Ever since RinRin went missing, she has not been acting the same. Wally, I know that you're new and you haven't met what we believed to be the real RinRin. But she's acting different. Baz, have you noticed anything different in the way that she's been acting?
He kind of like nonchalantly covers the lower side of his mouth.
It's like, I have.
She's
You should
not
see the
acting
way she looks
same.
at me.
She's not acting the same, that's for sure.
So how do we want to address this?
Racket will ask, well, what changed?
And Tesh says, the only thing that I can truly think of is that she's not wearing her necklace. Other than that, we really have no means of knowing. She was gone for too long for us to just assume that it was something so minor. In this jungle, maybe, who knows, a ghost took her over, and now she's just doing that.
I thought you checked her, or aren't you a paladin? Didn't you check her before? You would know if she suddenly became undead.
That's what I'm telling you. She suddenly began to register as undead. Checking before, when we all met, no signs. But now?
Well, I'm just gonna put that out there now. This is a bit out of my wheelhouse, so
Wheelhouse or no, your opinion here matters.
there was a pastor who talked about
A what?
pastor.
Not familiar.
It's like a
priest.
cleric, but you know,
Oh, okay.
He had stories about like an undead settlement way off over. I think it's called Thunder Tree. And there's only one cure for the undead, and he'll spin the revolver.
Well, I don't want it to come to that.
Seeing as it's, well, I'm the new guy here, I didn't think I'd get an opinion. A lady's entitled to her privacy, and, well, you all know her better than I do.
What do you think, Baz?
What is there to think? She's dropped the nice act.
Tesh just nods. Orvax, I want you to pair up with Wally. Just in case something happens.
Sure. You've been watching over me so far. I can do that. Pats Wally on the back.
Racket, I assume that you have no problem pairing out with Baz. And I should be fine.
Bold words.
I bet.
I have holy magics that can do wonders against the undead.
Shouldn't we ask her about it, I guess, since we're having this discussion? Very adult-like for Racket. He and staring pointedly at Baz as he's signing this. We shouldn't let things go unsaid. Narrows his eyes at Baz.
And Baz has to translate for him, so it's like especially passive-aggressive.
Yes.
And Tesh nods. All right, well, then let's wake her up.
Don't want to take any precautions, or we're just gonna straight up wake her up?
How good are you at knots?
I mean, not to brag or anything, but I used to hog tie at least like 15 hogs on the trail.
I don't know what kind of tie that is, but I'm assuming that it is an awfully good one.
It's where you tie their hands and legs together and put them on their back.
Oh, no, okay, I have heard of that one. I haven't heard that name before, but
Wouldn't work for the spider.
no. All right, well, Wally?
Wally, how fast can you tie a knot?
About to find out.
He cannot.
You
Wait,
cannot
can't-
knot?
I cannot.
All right. At the time you made this decision, you had exactly 60 seconds until RinRin woke up naturally from her sleep.
Ugh.
So
Fastest knots in the West.
fastest knot. I'm gonna need a dual amount of checks from you. Sleight of hand and I feel like saying animal handling would be very rude to RinRin, but she is a tabaxi.
She's undead now. It's fine.
Things I'm proficient in. Hell
It
yeah.
is
Okay.
the skills that he is calling on.
23 for the sleight of hand, and the animal handling is a 14.
Okay. You just barely pass. As RinRin, you rouse from your cat nap, and you have been bound again.
What does...
Tesh,
Why am I tied up?
Tesh squats down, and I imagine like sun's going down, so it just silhouettes your party. We need to have a conversation.
Did you take care of those things?
No, they ran off, as they will. RinRin, how long have you been undead?
40 years or so.
I see. And when were you planning on letting us know that this was the case?
Well, that depends. Before or after?
Before or after what?
Well, Teshvael, you are very intelligent. You obviously noticed there's a switch. Before, I never would have told you. After, I don't give a shit.
Tesh nods. Now, RinRin, you have been acting strange since we rescued you. Does this have to do with the switch, as you put it?
What do you think, Teshvael?
I think it does.
Then you are not very... Well, I would say you are correct in this regard. Things change when you are what you're supposed to be.
And what is it that you are supposed to be, RinRin?
Have you not guessed?
I have theories, but I'd prefer to get confirmation directly from the source.
Why don't you come closer and I'll show you?
Don't think I'm going to be doing that.
Baz already found out. I'm sure that he could take a guess.
And Tesh looks over towards Baz and then motions towards RinRin.
Bracket's like, yeah, Baz.
I don't know. Does Baz know?
I mean, she bit you and drew blood.
Okay.
She licked her mouth.
And then she...
I've got a feeling that she's got a taste for blood.
Cute and intelligent.
It's like, oh, I get it. She's got a drinking problem.
Baz is the only one who hears that joke.
He thinks he wasn't even saying that to you guys. He was saying that for himself.
Back, it's a bird after my own heart.
Bless.
You're muted.
I said all nights in the courtyard. That where that comes from, but go on.
And Tesh says, or asks rather, how do we know we can trust you?
Well, you trusted me this far.
Yes, but if you, like you said, there was a switch, then we trusted a version of you, and that version I don't believe is here with us now. So can we trust you?
I don't know. What are your beliefs? Do you believe that all bloodsuckers are bad? I haven't tried to kill anyone. Not in this party.
I believe that the undead can serve their purpose. That utilized correctly, they can be quite strong in a war effort. The leaders of my house, they're liches, ghosts. I'm not afraid of the undead, RinRin. But I want to know, are you going to keep being a team player, or are we going to have a problem?
Well, I'm not going to get out of this jungle by myself, not with the sun. So I think we have to work together. There's a lot of things that I can do that you cannot.
This is true. And Tesh will look over towards Baz and Wally. And then, what do you think? Do we trust this new RinRin? Or rather, this old RinRin?
The only RinRin I know, Mr. Teshvael, so... Hasn't come after my blood yet. And we do need the people in the fight.
and then looks more pointedly at Baz.
My opinion doesn't matter.
If we're talking about someone's life or unlife, which is at stake, all opinions kind of matter.
Didn't you hear? I'm undead. I don't have a life.
That's why I said unlife, Mr. Rin.
Baz is going to take a couple of steps forward, reach into his bag, and pull out RinRin's necklace.
As soon as RinRin sees it, there is a flash of worry on her face that quickly fades.
What is this for?
That is jewelry. It's given to pretty girls.
That sounds like a lie. Do I need to do a check of some sort?
It is a lie, so I'll need a deception check and insight.
Oh,
Please.
boy. 12.
24.
Yeah, that's a lie. I mean, Baz isn't dumb. I think he can connect the dot or two. You hold it up.
Mm-hmm.
The clasp is very clearly broken.
I see. Well, it's very convenient. Because I happen to have something that might actually match it. And he's going to take the duplicate off of his wrist that he got from that so long ago, the Jade version, the one that wasn't magical.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have the jade necklace that you took off of the vampire spawn Toloquez after you smote him. It does match RinRin's amulet.
Wonder what would happen if I were to fix it.
We won't know until you do it. Or don't.
Well, maybe I'll get into jewelry making.
At least it'll make you good at something, Baz.
Oof. Racking quietly to himself, uncalled for.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. He's going to he was starting to get a little bit smarmy about that, and his face darkens. He's going to put both necklaces away and just walk away from her.
Where are you walking towards?
He's gonna walk back to where he was before.
Just a reminder, about 60 feet away, the Commandants are in their den bristling at you guys.
One cat or the other, it doesn't matter.
All right, and with that, we are going to go into our break.
Yay! Thank you, Tyler, for running this game, and thanks for everybody for being so catty tonight. This is great, and I love it. We are going to try and be back in 5 to 10 minutes, so don't go no place unless it's to grab a food, grab a drink, grab a friend, or possibly go to indooradventure.redbubble.com, pick yourself up something nice, and we'll see you guys shortly. All right, everybody. See you soon! Hello, everybody. We have returned from our break. RinRin's tied up, Baz is upset, and Wally's confused. Tyler, take us away.
RinRin, you woke up from a lovely little nap and didn't really get to think about what happened in it when you got ambushed by your party members to discuss your drinking problem. But now that they've kind of stopped
This
pestering
is
you.
an intervention.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Now that they stopped pestering you, you think about what happened in that dream. Well, it wasn't necessarily a dream, just someone spoke to you. A quiet female voice whispered in your sleepy ears, "My child, I have felt your presence. I haven't felt that in decades.
Oh.
I've missed you.
Oh boy.
Where are you? Find me in Port Nyanzaru. Sleeping. And
Okay.
that was 25 words. I couldn't fit the ominous maniacal laughter on the end, but thank you.
Oh, is that what you were asking at? Okay,
I will send that to you, but
thanks.
that is a sending you received in your dream.
So RinRin, who is still around her?
I think everyone but Baz, and Baz isn't too far off.
He's like bent over the amulet, trying to figure out how to fix the collapse. Fucking tiny thing. Pulls off his gloves with his teeth.
Teshvael free RinRin. Like, he's not just gonna leave you hogtied indefinitely.
Cool.
Like, you've said you aren't going to be an issue. Don't be one, and we won't have a problem.
Okay. RinRin will like rub her wrists.
And Tesh will even, like, extend his hand down to help you up. He was raised a gentleman.
She will stand up and so we're at this temple, now what?
Well, now we either deal with those, any emotions towards the Commandants that are still pissed. It's been 10 minutes. They're still looking hurty. They're like guarding a spot. Wally said that we shouldn't kill them. But
Go rest up somewhere. I'll be back.
if you insist.
What are you going to do?
Pulls out his hatchet, spins his revolver for flare. I'm going hunting.
Don't you think it would be better to speak to them?
Well, unless you can speak Commandant.
They are beasts, are they not?
Yeah, but they're mighty pissed that we sort of shot, stabbed, and arrowed them.
Would these be considered animals?
They are monstrosities.
Just kidding.
Do you have something to speak with animals?
I have a potion of animal friendship, which would not work.
Unfortunately, no. It would have been nice, though.
Yeah, right.
Using my background feature of Outlander, I can provide food and water for up to 5 other creatures around me. But if I condense them enough, could I find a jungle deer to feed these commandants?
A jungle deer.
Or whatever's the equivalent.
Let's see what you can find. Hold on 1 second. A jungle deer.
20 to 30
Moose.
wild hogs.
20 to 30 wild hogs.
Well, Wally has a firearm, so he'd be actually able to stop them.
It's true.
Fair enough.
You got baboons and apes. Let's see. What? A lizard cow. There's probably a lizard cow around here somewhere.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
What's a lizard deer?
There's a lizard deer out there somewhere.
Well, Mr.
Like an
Wally-
iguanodon.
Yeah. Mr. Wally, if you're going to go hunting, then I would think I should go with you. I mean, I'm the only one who has hunted by themselves in these woods, am I not?
Well, 1, it's a jungle. 2,
Baz is gonna whip out his short sword, get between RinRin and Wally, and say, "No one's gonna be alone with you."
I already said I'm not going to kill anyone.
I'm sure you'll say a lot of things. Come on, Lone Ranger.
Fine,
Baps
but don't
Wally.
come crawling back to me when you die in the fucking jungle.
She's so pissed.
We don't want them crawling back to us. Then they're zombies, and something
Yeah.
went wrong.
Precisely. I was I was trying to think of a catchy way to come back there.
Same brain.
It's fine. Thank you.
You got it. Wally, so your feat just allows you to find that. As you remember, there was the building, like literally like 2 buildings over from you, was kind of that barn that you guys spent like the second night in.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys it's like right around the corner, there's probably some plant eaters that like to go around there because the ground's more fresh. And this is probably also a great hunting ground for the Commandants. So it would be a great place for you to pick up a lizard deer of some sort.
Baz just watches Wally kind of Assassin's Creed up to a roof, stop for a moment to look at the deer, and kind of thumbs a little bit, reels back, and the hatchet goes flying.
And it must make its mark because this is just a feature that you have, right?
Yep, just a feature.
All right.
It's a clean kill.
His sunglasses slide down. He just gives a low whistle.
Tesh and RinRin, these Commandants are staring you down hard. What are you doing?
I think
to try and avoid them or get out of their sight line.
Tesh will stay within sight line because then at least he knows where they are.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he'll have everyone like move farther back than 60 feet, like give a comfortable distance, but still enough that like they're in this temple we need to go to. I don't know if this temple will be like, no, you can't have a puzzle cube. You killed these 2 fucking things that tried to eat you. So like, wait until everyone is returned and we can possibly befriend them. I don't know.
Okay. Do we have any meat that's not dry?
That's not dry. I think that's what our friends are going to get here shortly.
Wonderful. Then maybe I'll have a snack. And she kind of looks at Racket when she says that.
He hasn't really taken his eyes off of you.
Mm-hmm. She's noticed.
He's like a bird of prey, so he's got to like watch you with one eye and then like turn his head and watch you with the other.
Tesh, as you're just keeping an eye on these Commandants who have taken to pacing in front of their den, keeping their eyes on you, you notice that it's getting late. It's about sunset. The glow of the sun refracting off the sky is intermingling with the glow of this pit of lava next to you guys. So it's a cascading colors of reds and oranges, and it's actually really beautiful. And as you're looking over at these Commandants, the area between you and them is starting to bud many flowers and other very colorful and vibrant plant life.
Orvax, is this a common thing, or is this something we should be worried about?
I have no idea what's going on here.
Wait, is this the same kind of like flowery growth that was around the Queen's Decree?
It is, in fact, yes, the same type of growth.
I see.
Is there a smell of honey?
There is.
I just reek of honey.
Yeah.
Not like reek, but like I'm a sweet smelling guy.
Hint of honey.
Bit of honey.
What is happening?
This is something that's been a new development. Honestly, it just happens. And apparently I smell like honey.
Yes, I thought you were very sweet.
Oh, well, thank you.
Little bit too much sugar for me. I have to watch my figure.
Of course. You are quite a beautiful lady, after all.
Aw, you You're so sweet, Teshvael.
Too sweet.
God, this is painful. Baz and not Hassan, Wally. You make
Hello,
it back.
everyone. I'm back.
Hello, I'm back.
But you were dead!
I survived, bitch.
I live.
Finally,
I
my
live.
snake dad is back.
You return hauling a lizard deer, and also note the growth of many flowering plants around.
All right. Things go south for me. I'm running back here. Or possibly away from y'all. I don't know. It depends.
Away would be best, probably.
All right.
So,
Or Frankie.
that you got a deer?
Yeah. He'll hack off a flank. Waste not, want not. Dinner for tonight.
Perfect. And RinRin walks over to the deer and like sniffs at it, and then she's gonna squat down and just sink her teeth into the side of it and start.
That was what the flank was for, Miss Rin.
I'm down 23 hit points. How much do I need to drain?
Oh shoot! I should have had that ready. Give me 1 second.
Sure.
Shillwarp.
Sure.
Yeah. So RinRin is like in the neck of this thing, and her claws have pierced the side of it. Like if it was alive, she'd be holding it in a death grip. And it's pretty disturbing.
Yeah, I'm sure. No, Baz is very concerned because, you know, that could have been him.
Yeah, she got what she wanted out of him.
How many did you say hit points? you go
23.
down? Each bite does 1d6 necrotic, and you gain that back.
Okay.
So see how many attacks it takes to, like, don't roll to attack, just how many
Right.
times. Yeah.
How many hit
Okay.
points does a deer have?
A lizard deer.
23.
Well,
What a convenience!
What I can.
If Wally sees this, he's just gonna shake his head and fuck off to find another lizard deer.
I'm just drinking the blood. The meat's fine.
Yeah, but it's necrotic damage. That isn't saying like it don't get tainted.
True. It took me 4 bites.
Okay. Thinking about lizard cows, they have like somewhere around 60 something hit points. So the lizard deer, you call that half. So, like, most of it's been drained and necrotified.
Exsanguinated.
And then RinRin is just like sopping in blood, and she just starts cleaning herself.
You do regain hit points. You can still like regain hit points via short rests and long rests, you know.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
She's got regeneration if she's not in direct sunlight, right?
Oh yeah, she does have that too. Schwupsie.
Nope.
Wally's gonna avoid going back to the group and just picks up the second lizard deer he's caught and hucks it over his shoulders, gingerly stepping over the flowers towards the commandants.
Cool. Roll me an animal handling check with advantage.
I mean, I'm sorry, Tyler. I eat up all your nat 20s.
Oh. It's fine.
24.
Cool. What do you do to appease these commandants?
He's gonna gingerly place the lizard deer in front of him and switchblade out, take a piece off, and in front of them just eat it to coax
Okay.
them over.
Well, it takes almost no coaxing as these two come over to you. They sink their teeth into it, and like the snake fangs come out off their back and bite at it. But like, still, there's like 1 or 2 snake heads that are just watching you leerily. And after they have a few chunks, they sit staring you down, bury daggers in the eyes, as a few kittens come out and also begin chomping away.
It's Chris Pratt in Jurassic World with the velociraptors, just 2 hands up, kind of just slowly putting it towards their faces.
Well, you got a nat 20 and have been the nicest to these things, so they let you pat them.
If no one's gonna come get him, he's gonna play with the kittens. Fuck y'all.
I mean, they don't really let you play with the kittens. They accept head pats, but anything more, they'll begin to growl at you.
Oh.
The snakes
This
will
is
start
my new
to
party.
nip towards you.
Yeah.
Well, alright.
I mean, it's like Tesh is like thinks Wally's getting more food for them, and then sees you like food for the commandants, and then just hangs out with them instead. And just, all right, well, looks at the necrotified food that RinRin has just eaten.
Half of it is necrotified.
He's just gonna have a ration. That's fine.
Same with Racket.
And then if Orvax wants a ration as well,
He is a bit peckish.
yeah, I'll give.
I mean,
him a
you guys
ration.
had lunch today, so like if you marked off a
Gotcha.
ration for today, it still
Okay.
carries over.
Yeah. So I'll give him a ration then, and then I'll just
Yeah.
keep eating mine.
Cool. Would you guys like to, it's about nighttime. Would you guys like to take a long rest, or what would you like to do?
Yeah.
I'm spending as much time with these commandants as I can. At least they're the most emotionally stable people here.
Tesh is totally emotionally stable. Just not healthy.
Is Baz trying to fix the necklace?
Yeah. He'll find a place that's like up in a tree, and just like be hunched over it, maybe with his thieves' tools, just like a dumbass, just trying to figure out how to get this thing back together.
Mm-hmm.
And you're using your thieves' tools. Okay. All right.
It's got like
Okay.
little hooks and things.
Roll me a check with your thieves' tools. And also, where are you guys bedding down? Like in this alleyway, or you're gonna like try and find a nice place in one of these buildings?
One of the buildings would probably be a better bet.
Okay.
Pretty sure I didn't take proficiency in thieves' tools, funnily enough.
Huh.
I think you just get it as a rogue.
I thought you did just get it as
Yeah,
a
you just
rogue.
get it as a rogue.
Oh,
You just get it as a rogue?
Just get it as a
Yeah, on the
rogue.
far left.
just
yeah.
get it as a rogue.
Just get in as a rogue.
I'm suffering. Why are we like this?
I don't know.
I'm rolling for it. It's a 22.
Oh, wow. That is good. You are able to take off the necklacely bit from the jade one and the non-magical one and attach it to the other one.
Cool.
I suppose if you try to make the clasp work, it works.
He just like practices clasping and unclasping it a couple of times.
Cool. Tesh, you go to clear out a building to lay down for the night. It is relatively comfortable.
Okay. Yeah, and then like Orvax and Racket in there. Let the rest, like, let people that he can see, which would probably just be RinRin. Like, hey, like, that's where we're bedding down. We'll, like, look towards Wally and also do the same thing of just, like, motion to the place. He doesn't know where Baz is, so he just says a little louder in Elven, like, we're in a house. You'll find us. You better find us.
Bit.
Or
He
Vix.
will. He'll hop down and go be with the rest.
Orvex was still suffering from levels of exhaustion, so he zonks out. Also, he had a big day.
He had a big day.
He had a big day. Big
He's all
boy.
tuckered out.
It's been a doozy of a
It's been a
day.
doozy. I fell into a hole. I was scared.
By a
I picked up
door?
I took a nap.
The Catwoman's a vampire, and this guy has a cursed sword. Boy, am I tuckered.
Thing.
The more we talk about it, the more this just sounds like my actual day. An average day in the life of Wings.
I had a big day.
I
Actually,
had a big day. I took a nap. Oof.
He does spend some time during the long rest poring over his notes from the Queen's Decree. And he will be able to translate one of the words on your sword. 1, 2, or 3?
2.
All right. Well, unsurprisingly, it's the second one listed, which I forget what it is.
Burning hands.
Burning hands. There you go. You have unlocked Word of Power Burning Hands.
And then we just have the Queen's Decree, right? Like, that's not something that any one of us has.
Orvex is the one who took all the rubbings for it.
Gotcha. Yeah, Teshvael kind of copying notes down. Why does he smell like honey? I thought it was because we took the thing. Like, we actually, like, Wally, like, yoinked it out of the ground.
He yoinked it out of the ground, but you left the 200-pound stone.
Stone.
behind.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fair. Just additional notes. I smell like honey. Yeah. Copy Orvax's notes just to make sure that, like, that copy of the Queen's Decree, if anything does happen, hey, at least we have a second.
Cool, yeah. And he's been, like, copying down, like, word by word, and then, like, figuring out the alphabet of, you know, the different languages on there, focusing first on Ullman, and then, so he's getting pretty far in it. But there's, like, nuance, which makes actually finding words more difficult. Anything else you guys do during the long rest?
Baz will at some point scoot over to Tesh and just toss the amulet at him.
And Tesh looks at you and just, in Elven, is this the real one?
He nods.
And Tesh says, I want whoever has this to be awake, regardless of when we are meditating. I don't trust RinRin yet.
Understood.
Speaking of not trusting RinRin, RinRin, what are you up to during your long rest?
RinRin is kind of like keeping herself entertained. She's walking on the roof of the building, like stalking in the brush, looking for little animals or things like that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there are little animals scurrying about in the nighttime. Cool. Sorry.
She's
just checking one
keeping
thing.
an eye out for things in heavy quotations.
I think
All right.
Baz and Tesh will take turns keeping watch and just pass off the amulet as the other takes their long rest.
While you guys are taking watch, Orbex obviously zonks out. Racket is sitting in the room, and he does not sleep.
At all?
No.
Poor guy.
At some point, who takes watch first and who takes watch second?
I'll take watch first. Give Baz an opportunity to sleep.
Well, trance.
Yeah.
For chance to dream. Wally, do you just have a good old napperoonie?
Sure. He walks in and there's like a cowlick on the back of his head.
Nice. The night passes. as the next morning begins to break, it's early dawn, and RinRin, as you have been prowling around all night, you can tell that it is not going to be a cloudy day.
RinRin moves inside, and I'm sure at this point Baz is up, but she moves inside and then kind of like moves to the middle section of the house and like posts herself up against a wall, trying to think.
His entire head just follows her as she walks across the room. Yep.
I think she'll start to look for an umbrella.
Roll a D100.
Oh, boy.
Just like a really big leaf. And just
56.
Totoro this.
56, eh? Oh god, I closed it. Damn. I didn't. Okay. Sorry. Are you immune to diseases?
Yeah.
Okay. I think you like break through a door in one part of the building that you guys are in, and you are just hit in the face with a blue mist that seemed to have been trapped in there, and you are hit by a blue mad monkey mist.
Ooh.
However, you are immune to a disease. And roll a D100 again as you look in that room.
62. So close.
Yeah. Unfortunately, no, there's not any umbrellas or umbrella-like devices in here.
Is there a stick or a set of sticks
I mean, yeah,
that I could
there's.
fashion one?
Yeah, you'll have to do some tinkering to fashion a parasol out of different branches and tree leaves and such. But after it takes you a little bit, but you realize the need for this prior to the sun really coming up, and are able to fashion one before sunrise.
Beat it.
She emerges from the room like she has to like wedge this umbrella because it's not like a closable umbrella.
Right.
Mhm.
And she kind of just like makes sure it's steady and walks back to the middle and kind of posts up against the wall waiting for everyone to wake up. And she does like her tail's kind of flicking. And she does look at Baz from time to time, but it's like the second he looks away and then looks back and her eyes are just locked on him.
Don't like that. It's gonna be a sunny day.
Yes. That's why I've made an umbrella.
Why
Don't
didn't I think
normally
of
have
that?
to deal with that.
Oh yeah?
Did you ever see me feel upset by the sun before?
Seems like a lot of things are different.
It's interesting when magic could do to a person.
Maybe it would be a good idea for us to consider doing things at night.
That sounds lovely to me. And I know that your eyes would like that as well.
Yeah, it'd be easier to keep an eye on you.
Same.
Looks away from her pointedly. Baka.
What would you guys like to do as the sun is beginning to rise and RinRin has her fashionable jungle parasol?
Well, if the sun's risen and we've all rested, we're already at one of the temples. do you guys say like, hey, we should do things at night now?
After this, we should do things at night.
Okay.
That's what I was.
I mean, two of us are very light sensitive. I don't know why you guys were walking around with Baz in the daytime anyways. That's just very, like, rude.
Wally, which
Yeah,
would
Mr.
you
Teshvael.
prefer? Nighttime or daytime?
Honestly, it don't matter to me none. I can see in the night pretty fine.
I certainly hope one of you has like a torch or something. My eyesight's not so good.
Well,
And what about
Miss
Racket?
Rorvik.
Can Racket see at night?
I don't think so.
don't think
Racket
Erica's
sees into
working.
eternity as his eyes are incredibly bloodshot and have bags under them.
Oh,
He
poor
rubs
baby.
his eyes. He's like, "It's fine."
Did you sleep?
No.
Do you say that out loud or do you sign it to him?
I sign it to him.
He looks you dead in the eyes and says, "Don't worry, I'm fine."
Well, if y'all are gonna take a bit of breakfast, I'm gonna scope the temple out, make sure there aren't any more commandants in waiting.
Is it even worth it for me to say, let me come with you? Or should I just sit here with the rest of the group while they eat and I just sit?
I mean, if you're peachy keen out in the sunlight, I'm all for it. But seeing as you have an umbrella indoors,
I guess I'll just sit and wait. Super fun.
Mechanically, I am going to say that for every 10 minutes you spend outside, you need to make a acrobatics check or take some damage from the sunlight.
Bye.
Your parasail's fantastic, but it is
a parasite.
not perfect.
Yeah.
Wally, are you just gonna sneak around?
I'll make my presence known to the commandants that I've fed earlier. But otherwise, I'm gonna try and keep a low profile.
As you're making your way around, you only see like one large, one of the parent commandants in the den. The other one is not around. And go ahead and roll a stealth check as you look around the rest of the place.
15.
Okay. Let me just check one thing. Boy. I think that's still good enough. For nothing, of course.
No, yeah, sure. Okay.
You walk around this shrine. Like many others, it's a ruined shrine that stands at the heart of a walled compound. There are tall monoliths that flank the entrance, decorated with images of a jaguar with 6 snakes spouting out of its shoulders. A stone door is set into the shrine. And as you're looking around the shrine area, you see you get much closer to the edge of the rift. Not necessarily like within 5 feet of it, but this thing's kind of like butting right up against the wall. And like almost 200 or so feet to the south, 250 feet, there is a pillar that stands like a bridge arching over it to kind of hanging over this rift. And there are a ton of small creatures on it. And by a ton, I say at least a dozen.
I can't make them out from here, right?
You can make out that they are like little plant creatures.
Oh.
Roll me a history check to see if you have run into one of these while you are wandering the jungle.
12.
12. Yeah, I'll say you have run into a vegapygmy or two, but this is more than you've seen together. And sure they're not super tough by themselves, but you're sure that a bunch of them would be annoying. Roll me a perception check as well.
19.
Okay. You're looking on with interest at what's going on here, and you noticed that they're actually kind of dancing around. And what they're dancing around is a small amphibious creature that's tied up.
God damn it. He's gonna hop down to the wall, make his way back to the complex. We got a problem.
Why? What's the issue?
There's some veg pygmies not too far from here on a plateau of sorts. They're not too tough by themselves, but
I'm
they can
sorry,
use hell of a
what?
group. Veg pygmies. They're tiny plant critters.
Very cute, but very like aggressive.
Noted.
Okay, great. They're over there and we're over here, and we don't have a problem.
Except for when we have to go over there.
Yeah, and they're also trying to sacrifice something.
Just to be clear, this is not the far plateau in the center of the rift. This is
No, it's the bottom right.
Yeah.
We could clear them out so they're not a problem for us in the future.
I see.
Also, that amphibious fellow that's tied up might owe us a favor or two, which is always good in a place that we don't know about.
Anything amphibious that we've come across has tried to kill us.
Not inherently true. Nazrat's friend was one of those grung. He sounded super cool.
That actually happened? God, that felt like a fever dream.
I'm pretty sure that Nazrat might know this one. Lying.
I mean, if you guys want to check, you can roll a deception check.
I'm not above it.
And by check, I mean against your guys' passive insight.
Why would Wally, of all people, lie to me?
He would
16.
never lie. I don't know.
A 10.
Exactly what you needed. It's exactly what you needed to beat me.
RinRin?
13, yeah.
Okay.
It's meter beat, right?
Yes. Wally, you don't know how long their ceremony will be taking.
We better hurry on over there if we want to save this.
How do you want to
Person.
handle it?
How many of them are there?
Scatter them quickly? I can try.
Roughly a dozen. I can get most of them in a shot if I position myself correctly.
Why don't you let me go in first since I'm fastest and let's see if I can do something.
Even with... I don't know about vampires, but they're ornery. Ornery. All of them. Ornery.
Henri.
They are Henri. They're Henry.
Yes, well, so am I.
Hello? Assassin?
Are you
We
going
can
to
walk
kill
and
all
talk.
12 of them at once?
I'm assuming you guys are
Fast.
walking and talking. And
Yeah.
also, it is bright sunlight.
I'm going to... RinRin's going to move ahead of everyone else since she has
A lot of movement.
1.5 their speed.
Yes.
Um,
That also
you will-
will allow you to spend less time out in the sunlight.
yes. So she's going to, like, run up, like, stealth. She's going to do the cat thing where she gets down, stealth up, and then she's going to attempt to jump in the middle of their group and use her Hour of Reaping.
Okay. First of all, can you roll me an acrobatics check to avoid getting sunlighted?
Yes. 13.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do it.
2013.
And
What a time
why
to
did
be
I think
alive.
she'd listen to me? Whatever.
How
Say they
close
know.
behind is everybody else following?
I could double move easily enough.
I mean, she's probably double moving too, so she'll outpace most of you.
Yeah.
I think as you guys are running off, Orvex is like slowly waking up, and he's like, "What's the big rush? There's a shrine here, isn't there?" And if you don't drag him along, he's going to stand outside the shrine and do just like be shrine boy.
Racket, Racket, can you make sure he doesn't get eaten?
No promises.
Self-preservation first and foremost, but he is useful to me. Finger guns are always appreciated. Thank you.
Very tired finger gun. He can't speak to you.
I know, that's why it's like just whatever you throw back at me, like I get basic hand gestures.
All right. Bryn.
Baz is going to crouch 150 feet out.
Okay. You tried to stealth up, right, Rinrin?
Yes.
Go ahead, roll it.
12.
That does not beat their passive.
Solid.
So as you are coming up to them, they're like reaching a fever pitch, and in fact, as they're like dancing around, like two of them, they have rolled this grung closer to the edge, and one or two of them are leaping off into the abyss as well. They seem very devout in what they're doing. And you run up and they all like turn around noticing you approaching. So roll initiative.
Okie dokie. D&D Beyond, why are you doing me dirty
12.
like this? Also 12.
19.
I get advantage of this. Oh, that doesn't help when one of them I roll as a 1 and the other's a 2.
Welcome to
5.
Gwen's life.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. And you don't have your NPC companions.
Nope, we left them behind.
They can take care of each other.
Fucking hope so. I was in dire straits and I had to eat the bird boy.
Whoopsie daisy.
I hope he wasn't important to you.
No.
Wally, because RinRin was so far ahead of you, to get up to in range, you'll need to spend your first turn getting into range.
Even if I have 40 feet of movement?
You'll get much closer. You'll be. What would be your plan to do?
Bonus action shift, get as close as I can to get as many as I can without hitting RinRin or the Grug in a 15-foot cone.
Mm-hmm. How long does your shift last?
1 minute.
Okay, so as it takes you guys like 2 minutes to make the run from where you guys were to where this is, and RinRin gets a lead on you in that time.
Okay.
So essentially, you'd have to use your full action to get anywhere to that 15-foot cone.
Cool. Okay, I'll do that. So bonus action shift, double move 80 feet to get there.
Yeah. RinRin, you'll be close enough to do the thing that you want to do.
Cool, is he within 30 feet of me?
Who?
Wally.
He'll.
I need every
yeah.
creature within 30 feet of me to make a wisdom save, please.
I'll say that he'll be like right on your tail. So make it. Sorry, wisdom saving throw.
Wally. Please. Wally, can you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Yeah, 16.
Okay, you're good.
All right, what do they have to beat?
14.
All right, well, a group of the Vegapig, a group of them fail, but one of them who is riding a plant creature does not fail, and so does the plant creature, and the grung doesn't fail either.
So as Wally's walking up, he sees RinRin, like, you know how in animes when there's like the bad guy and they're like, they have that like black sort of fire effect on them when it's like, oh, this is a really bad guy with like the bright red eyes that kind of like shine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tesh.
That's what Wally sees as he walks up, and it kind of fades immediately from when he makes the save. And RinRin kind of like pops out her claws and just starts to laugh maniacally.
Cool.
Maybe I'll target her in my cone next.
And what does the effect of this be?
Each creature within 30 feet of you is frightened of you until the end of your next turn.
Cool. So I'll say about half of these guys failed it. And they go last in initiative. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Cool.
Well, that's my action. So yes.
Awesome. Tesh.
So the Vegapygmies are scared looking?
A bunch of them are, yes.
Cool. The electricity just flickered. That was less cool. Tesh is gonna... Because RinRin outpaced, so she's in front. It's a bridge?
Yeah.
Okay, he'll use full round action, get up to the grung.
All right. You won't be able to get up to the grung, but
Okay.
you use your full round action to kind of catch up to, at least close to where the rest of your party is.
Yeah.
And as you get kind of close, there is an immediate reaction from the Vegapygmies. They all kind of look at you in awe and admiration.
Oh no.
As they should.
And the immediate reaction for some of them, or at least the ones that go right after you, is to flee. So the Vegapygmy chief on his Thorny, which has some good movement speed on it, abandons the ceremony, races away. I'll say like you're on the other side of this bridge when they spot you, just because that's how long it took you to catch up to everyone. And he darts over the bridge and away from you.
The curse of being so good looking.
Slow
Baz.
turn.
You said Baz?
Yes.
That's me. Since I crouched 150 feet away, would I start my turn already hidden?
Roll stealth.
Okay. Ooh, 27.
Yeah. You are hidden.
Cool. I'm going to attack the biggest, baddest looking vegetable person.
Yep, he's running away.
That's fine.
Roll it.
I'm in bright sunlight, so this is going to be a flat roll. 22 to hit.
Yep.
That guy's already running away, right?
Yep.
Okay. I guess that means I don't get my assassination bonus.
Do not get assassination, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack, but you'd need advantage or a friend next to it to get your sneak attack, right?
I think so, yes.
Yeah. So unfortunately, no.
That's fine. 9 piercing damage.
All right.
And he will take a few steps forward and crouch again for his bonus action stealth.
Cool. Roll it.
19.
Good.
All right, done.
All right. On the rest of their turns, many of them are frightened of RinRin and also kind of in the throes of devotion to this ceremony, throw themselves off into the rift. The others who weren't frightened have been affected by Tesh's presence and are fleeing in different ways. Some of them are climbing down the cliff face. Others are trying to follow after their boss, but they're much slower. As it is clear that they're fleeing, we can go out of combat, but like they'll still be within range of some of you as they're running away. And like Tesh, on your turn, you'll in fact get in the way of some of them as they're trying to run away from you.
Tesh will just like look at them like, you don't have to run.
And as they're running from you, the flowers reappear all around you.
This is almost slightly concerning. I don't know why this keeps happening. I'm not mad. They're beautiful, but just...
RinRin, the plateau quickly evacuates, except for the grung that is tied up there.
She'll walk over to the grung and just like kind of bend down, take a claw and like pop the ropes around it.
And it will make a bunch of chittering noises in grung and like jump up happily.
She'll go and then turn away. And don't speak grung.
And it is at this point that you guys hear a cascade of gunfire coming from the north.
That can't be good.
It doesn't sound like wizards.
A cascade of gunfire.
Like in the musical term, or
Like-
like
Automatic gunfire.
Oh, I don't like that.
That's-
Accompanied by some Wilhelm screams.
hopefully whoever it is, they just kill each other, and then by the time they get to us, there'll be so many fewer of them.
Yeah, but Mr. Orvex is up that way.
Oh, but
Who?
Our companions. Unless you've forgotten that as well. Racket and the old man.
I did not know the old man had a name.
Wally
is
will
like
just shake his
100
head.
Baz is like 150 feet back.
Yeah.
He'll just hoof it back to the shrine.
All right. So you being the closest, you can hear the gunfire the clearest because it's coming from about the alleyway that you guys had spent the night. And as you hoof it back, there are several armed mercenaries in the courtyard where Orvex and Racket are. And he appears to be Orvex appears to be talking to them. And as you close even closer, are you going to try and stealth on them, or are you going to make your presence known?
Oh, hell yeah, he's stealthing.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth.
Oh, God.
Frankie's upset about this
I
development as
know,
well.
Frankie, I'm upset too. 27.
All right. You stealth up. Orvex has his hands up, and he's talking to these men with automatic rifles pointed at him. Racket is holding his ground with his spear out. And from around the side of the building comes a man, bald head and sallow complexion, dressed in red robes. Robes are in a very military fashion, almost like a uniform. It's got like a high-waisted belt. He's got a gun on his hip, and he approaches Orvex. And
Double rows of buttons and like a tie underneath.
double rows of buttons, some medals on shining on his chest. And as you get within earshot, you can hear him say, Well, Dr. Orvex, I thought you had died. And who is your friend? And Orvex is like, Colonel, I thought you had died as well. It's great to see that you're alive. Skip the pleasantries, Dr. Orvex. What are you doing at the shrine? It's the same thing we were doing when we got here. I'm trying to retrieve the puzzle cubes for the field marshal, of course. And who is your friend? And the conversation continues. This very high and mighty sounding man conversing with Orvex, grilling him about who is this? What is he? Deaf? Can he not hear us?
What a dick.
And meanwhile, the other armed mercenaries, there's about half a dozen, are setting up a perimeter.
This doesn't look good. Baz, I'll say that he's climbed up on the wall of the shrine, kind of hiding under like a palm of a tree.
Mm-hmm.
And he is he's gonna have his sniper rifle lined up, just in case. But he's not going to act unless something happens.
What are the rest of you doing as you see, or really actually don't even see Baz run off? He just isn't where he was earlier when he took a shot.
I'm making my way rather quickly back to Orvax. He's my friend and also compatriot.
He's the one translating my sword.
I need him alive.
Moving back.
So Wally, Tesh, and RinRin together are making their way back. Are you going to make your way stealthily or moving?
Yeah.
Tesh will just cast invisibility on himself.
All right.
14. Haven't rolled above a 10 on D&D Beyond yet.
16.
Why you gotta be like that?
That's okay. Make your stealth check.
Let's see here. That would be 13, 16 total.
All right.
Or no, it evens out. So, modified 20. Sorry.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
You guys kind of crouch in the vegetation and make your way stealthily. This does take a little bit of time, but 10 minutes hasn't passed yet, RinRin, so don't you worry. And you guys managed to make your way up here just about mid-conversation. The man, or at this point, Orvex is like, well, this is my good friend Rocket. I ran into him in the jungle, and it's just me and him, of course. Oh, is that so, Dr. Orvex? And have you made your way to any of the other shrines? You're like, no, of course, we haven't had the time yet. We've just been running from, the jungle, the creatures. And as he's saying this, the mercenaries are dragging the body of one of the commandants over here, and like boasting to each other. They're also dragging the body of one of their companions, and a few of them look like they've been pretty slashed up. Well,
Tesh and RinRin can just hear the tightening of leather as Wally's gripping his hatchet.
And like looks at him like, just wait.
well, since you are here, then we can continue with our contract, and you can help us with these shrines. We've had trouble with one of the other ones, the big snail thing with the clubby head, clubby eye stalks. Ah, yes, Unk. You found his shrine? Yes, we did. Zegmyra has the puzzle cube, and she's making her way throughout the rest of the town. We will have the rest of the puzzle cubes soon. Well, that sounds fantastic. We'll be able to get into the tomb. And he's like looking around, like, where is everyone?
Are we going to kill them right away? Is that what we're doing?
I'd like to.
How many of them are there?
There is one red wizard and 5 able-bodied mercenaries. One dead one.
All of you, out of all of you, Tesh was the only one to break 20 on their stealth check, right?
It was modified, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I can see Wally and RinRin and assume that Tesh is somewhere nearby.
He's invisible, but yeah.
I'm gonna line up a shot with the Red Wizard and do what I do best.
Yeah.
Like jewelry?
You are going to take a shot at the Red Wizard.
Tesh was also planning on going after the Red Wizard.
That's fine. I feel like he's gonna be the biggest threat at this point.
I mean, the rest have automatic rifles, but that dude knows magic. Like, I'm way more scared of the wizard.
Alright, so it is still sunlight out. So I rolled at a flat here. 13 to hit.
13 to hit the Red Wizard. This man is no fool. He has been in the war, and knows. I've been in the war. I've fought in the trenches, which is to say that he casts mage armor on himself every day.
As one should.
Is a 15 AC,
All
which
right.
just.
Oh,
letting
actually,
you know what's going on.
this probably looks fucking rad. Like there's the loud crack of a rifle, and just a spooting as it like bounces off of his mage armor.
Right. And he shouts, "Weiter, weiter! We're under attack!" And pulls out his wand and points it at the source of the gunshot, which is you. So we're gonna have to roll initiative. I was not expecting
19.
to attack right off the bat.
What the fuck do you mean?
16.
It's a Red Wizard by Armani.
16 for Wally.
23.
Ooh, RinRin's gonna eat tonight. It is daylight, and
18 for bad.
RinRin just charging out of the forest with a fucking parasol.
you cannot attack offhand while you're holding the parasol.
What if it's like a quarterstaff that has been turned into an umbrella?
What if
It
I
has
use
not
it
yet.
as a weapon?
That's fun. I feel like that's a fight scene that was choreographed by Jackie Chan.
All right, so the
Just pulls out a ladder and starts spinning.
Come here,
Ladders are
boy.
effective.
Come here. Oof. Give me attention. Want attention now.
need attention. Yes, attention.
Freaky.
Sorry, there are a few people. One. Oops. No.
Wow. Franklin.
Are you happy, Franklin? You better be happy. Whew.
That's 3 nat 20s on initiative.
What?
Hey.
What?
What?
That's technically 5 today, dear.
Those are 3 nat 20s on initiative that won't be used for attack rolls with automatic rifles.
Fun thing about automatic rifles. It's a save, actually.
Oh boy.
It's just like the movies.
I was talking to Danae earlier about this, and I'll talk about it in Nights in the Courtyard as we do need to resolve this combat soonish.
And for unrelated reasons, I'm going to mute myself and start singing the Indiana Jones theme song as loud as possible.
Great. At the top of the round is RinRin.
All right. How far away are they from me?
I'm going to say they are 60 feet.
Solid. I will use RinRin just like in a ball of energy, as cats do. Like extends forward and explodes out of these bushes And she's gonna use her feline agility. And she's gonna move. I can move up to 90 feet.
Okay.
Without
Yeah.
moving it, using a dash
Yeah.
action.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And she's going to do 2 attacks with her quarterstaff parasol.
All right. And those 2 attacks are just because on the attack action you can attack twice, right?
Yes,
I
have 2 attacks per action.
Cool. And you are attacking the red wizard.
Probably someone with a gun.
Okay. There are 5 of them.
Yep. I got a 22 and a 13 to hit.
22 and a 13 on the boys with guns. Oh, for the love of Mary, Joseph, and Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, those both hit.
Okay. 9 damage and 8 damage.
9 plus 8 is 17.
15.
And she'll use a key point to do a stunning strike.
That's part of the attack.
Yes. When you hit with a melee attack. So he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Cool. He was not expecting this.
Aha.
Con
That person
is
out of nowhere.
15.
He saves. So close.
So close.
One day I'll stun someone.
You got it.
And that's my action. That's
Okay.
my everything.
Welcome to the party, pal. All right. I'm just going to have to bring up the mage in D&D Beyond because it's never been easier. Just so I can look at his spells a little bit easier. However, it is actually Racket's turn as he took one of those nat 20s for initiative. And he is going to grab Orvix and go for the door. And he goes, it's like the front door of this shrine is this like big stone door, and he shoves into it and stops dead in his tracks and looks at Orvix like, come on. And there looks like he needs help shoving through that. On one of the mercenaries' turns, he noticed that RinRin just came out of fucking nowhere and turns his gun on her. And because he has an ally within 5 feet, he is not going to spray and pray. He's actually going to take an aim shot so that he has advantage on this attack. For a 17 to hit.
That matches.
All right. You only take.
Oh, but I can deflect missiles. Wait, can I do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
I haven't gotten to do this in a while. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
you
Okay.
can.
Cool.
He rolled 4 damage. Halved is 2 damage, and you have resistance for 1 damage.
So
If you
this
reduce
attack
it,
is reduced by 1d10 plus 10. So.
Yeah, so you reduce it.
And then I can throw it back.
And this is your reaction, correct?
Yes.
Cool.
And a key point, I believe.
no, you can just do it.
No?
Yeah,
Oh,
you can just do it. I think.
Solid.
I think it's
It takes your reaction. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it takes your reaction.
So I need to make an attack action?
Yes? I don't know.
Same right.
Quick.
You
rules
make
Make
a
the
ranged
attack
attack.
with proficiency,
It's a
regardless
ranged
of the
attack.
weapon proficiency. Okay.
It's a range attack, and then the
Yeah.
damage is listed
Oh,
there.
I did not roll well. I rolled a 9.
That does not hit.
So RinRin, this guy shoots at her. She she just like catches it out of the air and like tosses it back at him.
It just like twirls and just bounces off of him. Like,
I'm sure
well-
the whole feat was pretty cool though.
I mean, it looked great. Like, it was
Okay.
very spinny and
Thanks.
Do like the idea of it just like a high arc, just like bonk.
Yes, totally meant it to be just offensive and not an attack.
Eagle.
On Drax's turn, he is going to step forward. Interesting. he's going to grab Racket
No.
and stick his wand up to Racket's neck. Well, first he has to roll to actually grab. Racket.
Where
Raising
did he
the heart of
stick his
cards.
wand?
Under his neck.
Under his neck, like a pistol.
What did you hear?
I just heard and then he sticks his wand and then he like turned away from the mic and I was like, what's happening?
Drax grabs Racket from trying to push through the door and sticks his wand up close to his jugular, and shouts, "Nobody keep fighting, or the bird gets it."
God. Saturday morning cartoon much. Colonel, we found the 9 cubes.
And
Colonel.
he cannot ready an action, but he can ready a bonus action. Can you?
No, it has to be an
Rules
action.
lawyers? Okay. Then he does not ready an action.
He
Tesh,
just.
you're up next.
How close am I to this guy? I am invisible, by the way.
You are also 60 feet away. You guys were 60 feet away when this encounter
Okay.
took off.
Tesh will just get within 60. Like, action, dash, get there invisibly. Just get ready.
All right. So you're getting right up against this red wizard.
Yeah, Tesh is like near the red wizard. Like, you can see the outline of him because like that's what you do for characters that are like in the kids cartoon or whatever. You just see the outline. Tesh just like has his arm folded. He's doing the like Sonic the Hedgehog foot tap, like looking at his watch, like action economy. It's ridiculous.
It's just crazy. The action economy is in shambles.
Yeah, and he just like he has his rapier out. He gets a shield. He's like doing a little stretchy, getting ready for next turn when he can lay on the hurt. But for right now, it's all about movement. Yep. Does the arm.
Baz, it's your turn. He has grabbed Racket.
Racket. Well, Baz hasn't had a chance to hide again after
He has
firing
not.
at
He
him.
took a shot and is visible.
So, and like I imagine this guy's looking directly at Baz when he says this and takes Racket hostage.
Yep.
And so Baz just kind of raises his hands like this, and then he snaps his fingers and casts darkness next to him.
All right. Next
And then
to the red wizard or next to
Yeah.
Baz?
Next to the red wizard, and then he's going to hop down, drawing his short swords, and run into the cloud.
All right.
Action economy's in shambles,
The action economy is in shambles.
because that's all I can do.
Uh,
I guess I could run in there and hide. It's not much of a help, though. We're both going to be rolling at disadvantage to hit each other anyway.
Haven't had a turn yet.
yeah. I mean, you are after Baz.
Oh, right, because he did the sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if hiding is going to help me, I'll do it, but I don't think it will.
No, but you do have friends within 5 feet
Yep.
Invisible
Like it will
creatures
be-
count.
at disadvantage, though.
Hostages also count. Anyway. That's it.
Oh,
It's just good move. In fact, such a good move. I think that's where I'm going to cut to black.
Oh.
As you cast darkness on the red wizard, you hear him curse and run into it, and the camera follows you into the darkness.
And then we're going to end for tonight and pick up next week?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, shit.
No, we fade to black because it's too horrible to show the viewers what Baz does to the person who stole his person. So, with that, I would like to say thank you, Tyler, for running this game. I had an absolute blast, and if I wanted to keep having a blast, where can I find you? What do you do?
Hello, my name is Tyler. You can find me at Frothy Inferno on Twitter, where I rarely tweet except for about D&D stuff, or in the background of Danae's streams as a cryptid.
Hey everybody, I'm RJ on the interwebs, but you can catch me at RJustice282 on Twitter and Twitch, where I tweet about the nerdy things in my life and sometimes stream video games. You can catch me not tomorrow because we're taking a break, but you can catch us next week Monday, next week Monday for our 100th episode.
99th.
Oh, 99?
Yeah,
What?
it's our 99th. I miscounted.
I thought 99th was last episode.
No, it's 98.
You motherfucker.
I literally miscounted. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna book my ticket now just to come over there and strangle you for making me look like a fool.
Oh my god, that'd be so hot.
Is that a promise?
You can catch me on Mondays as Kalen the Shatterkai Wizard Cleric, Sundays as Wally the Shifter Fighter Barbarian, and next week I'm over at G Game Nights for a stint on Thursdays where I play as Theo, just wants to get married, man. Also, over on the Hype Goblins channel on Sundays, no more Tuesdays and Thursdays as we return to our regularly scheduled program. People have work. I play as someone named Titus Valentine, and he is on a warpath. He just found out that his twin brothers are still alive after the family massacre at the wedding, so... Quack. Thank you.
Hi, I'm LBHackEmUp. You can find me at LBHackEmUp. Next time you see me, I'll be here again, which is on Tuesday for AOS on G Game Nights. And then on Wednesday, I'll also be here doing Rod of 7 Parts on Nerd Immersion's channel. Maybe, I don't know, Ted's been working a lot because of the outages and stuff, so we'll see. But on Thursday, I'll be back at Sarah's doing our super spooky baby. I don't know. We're not sure what we're doing yet, but she made layouts for me. So like, hey, that's cool. And then I'll be, on Sunday, I'll be back on GGK for Slang 101. And then I'll be back here and I'll be in my house.
Yeah. Speaking of DanaeKeener.com, hi everybody, I'm Danae Keener. You can find me at DanaeKeener.com. I do nerdy drawings mostly related to D&D and a lot of things on this channel. I play as Coriander the Elegant Paladin on Mondays during our homebrew game. And like the Knucklehead said, like the Chucklefuck said, it's going to be the 99th episode. So that'll... it won't be this week, it'll be the week after. But yeah, that'll be super fun. And I'm also Baz the Rogue Fighter on Sundays during our Tomb of Annihilation game to DanaeKeener.com.
And if you've made it this far, you probably already know who I am, but if you don't, hey Acorns, what's up? It's me, your buddy, your pal, your friend, the indoor adventurer, the showrunner here at twitch.tv/indoor adventures. We do shows like this Monday and Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, as well as on Sundays at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If this is your first time joining us, you can go to youtube.com/indoor adventures. Catch up on all of the VODs of every game that we have ever played on this channel. We also have playlists, like, broken up. So if you only want to catch up on Tomb of Annihilation, you can. I'm not going to stop you if you do decide to watch the other shows, because they are all great. We are also going to be going into our after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from the community, but also from each other. Regretfully, we will not have our LBHackEmUp to join us for Nights in the Courtyard tonight. So those questions will just get answered, next week. So make sure that you ask them. We'll do our best to respond. And with that, I would like to say once again, thank you to Tyler for running this game. Thank you to everybody who decided to stop by. And thank you to these players for putting up with our bullshit once again this week. And we'll see all of you guys next time. All right, everybody.